charged me a cleaning fee.
Date update with Jeff and Jen on Q102.
When are we going on our second date? You said you'd call me. How long should I wait? Bum, bum.
Olivia is looking for a second date update, and we're going to try to get her hooked up here. Hi, Olivia.
Hey guys, thanks so much for taking my call.
Happy to. So how'd you meet Mike?
We met at a bar. I gave him my number, and he actually called. And we talked for about a week before we got together for drinks. And when I saw him on our date, I was pleasantly surprised because he was even better looking than I remembered.
That's nice.
I don't know. I was pretty drunk when I put his number in my phone. So
that's funny. Is that something you normally are brave enough to do? To take the initiative like that?
No, not at all. It was very out of character, but I don't know. I just really liked him. And then when we went out, we got along really well, and we had a lot to talk about. We're both really into politics. We both volunteered on campaigns before, and we've both done protesting in our free time. So, I don't know, we just really hit it off and had a lively conversation. And we had drinks, and that turned into dinner, which is always, I don't know, I think that's a good sign. And we were out pretty late. We just talked a lot, and I had such a great time. And I thought about asking him to come to my place, but I didn't. And now I don't know. I'm just wondering if I should have, because so he did
Why?
kiss me when we walked. Well, just because so we kissed after he walked me to my car, and it was a really good kiss. And I don't know, maybe he took me not asking him to come home with me as a rejection. I don't know.
Yeah, but you've texted him since then, though. Haven't you called him or texted him?
Yeah, I texted a couple times and just haven't heard anything, which just seems so strange because we really did have a great time. And I just feel like I messed it up somehow at the end by not asking him to come home with me.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, because your message is because I didn't invite him in to have sex with him, he doesn't want anything to do with me. As if that was some kind of mistake. And even if that was the case.
Then that's not what, you don't want that.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, I guess. I would have, truly, it was such a good date that I felt very excited about having him come over. I just thought it'd be better to wait,
Right. Could you get a sense of whether or not he was open to a second date? Did you get any weird vibe off of him in those final few minutes?
He smiled.
Oh, that's something.
Fine.
Smile is something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the kiss.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we take a break? This is a good place to take the break. When we come back, we'll call him up and just see what he says.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Trained Mike the old-fashioned way. Met him at a bar. And she might have had a drink or two, so she was feeling kind of brave and gave him her phone number.
Mm-hmm.
And you said he called you, right?
He did. He called me.
Excellent. And they chatted for a few days before he just outright asked her on a date. So far, mission accomplished,
Now
right?
we're off to the races.
So Mike shows up for the date. She's like, oh, he's even better looking than I remember. And drinks led to dinner, great conversation, all the things that you hope for on a great date. She thought about inviting him back to her place, decided against it. Probably not a bad idea, but now it's got her questioning, gee, was that a mistake? Because now he's not calling me back. Did he take that as a rejection? Therefore, that's the reason he's not calling me back. I don't think that's it, but we're going to call him up. We're going to find out what's up and see if there's any chance of a second date. But you did text him and you did try to call him, yes?
I did.
And nothing.
Nothing.
All right, let's give him a call.
This is Mike.
Just the man we're looking for. Mike, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you?
I know what this is.
Everybody knows what this is.
I know.
Well, if you know what it is, then stop ghosting people.
Oh boy, this is exciting and scary.
All at the same time.
Well, she sounds nice. I would be flattered if someone was brave enough to step out of their comfort zone, put themselves out there, give them your phone number.
Yeah.
Okay.
You exceeded her expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she exceeded your expectations or if she fell short. What happened?
You really want to know what happened?
We do. Because she has a theory, and I want to see if she's close. I don't think she is.
She's probably right. Okay, so I did meet someone that I thought I would be into, and she's awesome. And
This is
she's
someone
beautiful.
other than Olivia?
No, this is Olivia. I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Okay.
I met Olivia, and I thought she would be someone that I would be into because she's beautiful and she's very, very smart. And at the end of our date, she said something that ruined it for me.
Oh, boy.
Oops.
And what was that?
Well, I walked her to her car. We had this great kiss, and then she tells me she can't invite me over because she has all these birds, and these birds have to meet visitors for the first time during the day.
Oh, my God. Gotta go.
What do you mean she has all these birds? How many birds does she have?
I asked her what kind of bird she had, and she just started naming off names like Mr. Pickles and all these names.
Oh, my
like 4 or
gosh.
5 names. And I don't like birds. I personally don't like birds. I don't like them in the house. And apparently, she also told me they're allowed to fly around for
Oh,
like
God.
free reign of the house.
Well, there are cat people, there are dog people,
So
and then there
true.
are bird
Complete
people.
reign of the
So
house.
true.
They're birds. They just fly around.
Well, some people like birds.
The kid across the street from us had a bird, and they used to let him out all the time.
Yeah.
Did it poop everywhere? Birds just poop randomly.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think you can potty train birds.
No. I don't think
So you just, all right, so you're not a bird guy? Are you, is it that you're afraid of them? You just think they're gross? You don't like them? What's your issue with birds?
All of the above. I mean, I'm sad to admit and a little bit embarrassed to admit that I'm frightened of birds, but they're like flying little lizards.
Wow.
They kind of freak me out a little bit.
Okay.
I
well,
am
we-
not.
get it.
I'm the same. I am not a fan of any of them. Like peacocks.
And birds don't like Fritch either. They know
Peacocks
it.
to
They
flamingos.
can sense,
They can sense it.
We are getting the hell out of here.
Uh-huh.
Olivia, you still with us?
Yeah, I am.
What kind of birds do you have? How many do you have?
4 birds, 2 parakeets, and also these 2 very small parrots.
2 parrots.
They're really cool birds.
So wait a second. You have 4 total, 2 parakeets and 2 parrots, or you have 4 plus 2 parakeets and 2 parrots?
No, 4 total.
Okay.
2 parakeets and 2 parrots.
You've got
And they
parrots flying around your house?
Not all the time. They get out sometimes and like fly around just for exercise. They're really cool. They're beautiful. They're very smart.
I have heard they are very smart.
I have 2.
I mean, if that's a deal breaker, I get it. But like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think bird people have to be with other bird people. Just like ferret people have to be with other ferret people.
Yeah, I used to see someone who had a ferret, which I got nothing against ferrets. It was just, I don't know, like she'd let this thing loose and they're not potty trained. And
Yeah. It just kind of does its thing all over.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was out.
Yeah.
I get it.
I can't say anything about animals. I can't judge anybody for what they have living
No,
in their
not at
house.
all.
Yeah. You're out.
Unless it's like a boa constrictor or a tiger. Or something.
There are animals. I couldn't live with somebody that had snakes. I mean, God loves snakes and I wish them no harm and no ill will, but I don't want to live with any of them.
All right, well, Mike, we appreciate you taking the call. I'm sorry it's not a match, you guys.
Yeah.
Both sound like nice people.
Agreed.
Yeah, sorry, Olivia. I didn't mean to ghost you. I didn't really know what to say.
She thought it was because, well, you didn't mention the birds, Olivia, but she thought it was because she didn't invite you back to her place. I didn't
Yeah.
get to hear the whole backstory there.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I guess it's better that I find out early.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well, best of luck to you both. Thanks for coming on Second Date Update.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, all right. If you need a little help, we are here for you. Just send us an email, Jeff and Jenn at WKRQ.com.
I think it was David's mother who had the bird. Not
Yeah.
David. David wasn't really.
No. Birds. I knew a family in Florida. My aunt, good friends of my relatives down there. And I went over to their house a couple of times and they were bird people. And they had a whole room in their house. It was like a screened in porch that they had turned into the bird room. And I think they had like 10 big birds. It was just cages lined up of these big ass birds.
Some of those things can be loud
weird.
too.
They were very loud, and they had a couple that talked. But I always thought that was just, to each his own. Absolutely, like I said, I can't judge.
We'll see.
But
Yeah.
it's different.
We
It's
had
different.
cats, mostly cats, and we had dogs too. And I always felt bad for David because his mom, who had this bird, wouldn't let him have a dog or a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, my cats, they come and go. I mean, if you want to, borrow them or whatever. He's like, they would eat that bird. We can't, no.
No, we can't do that.
All right.
But I know a bird.
Just trying to be a friend.
Right. I know a bird and a cat and some dogs that all live happily together. The bird loves them and they love the bird. The cats don't even try to attack the bird. It's weird. In fact, my friend brought that bird over to my house and it was in its cage, but we put the cage on the floor and the cats were just checking it out. And the bird wasn't freaked out at all.
Give it time.